Thank you for subscribing to the channel. It means a great deal. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, only take you a second, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, give it a like, and share this video, share the channel with your friends and those interested in self-publishing. And it'll all go a long way with me. Thank you. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is more and more books are being blocked. So over the last few months, I've had quite a few people messaging me or sending me emails and whatnot about the books being blocked or taking too long to go up and it's still in limbo, not knowing what's going on. Well, what's happened is, not so long ago, Amazon decided to push the reviewers, and speaking of the reviewers, there's not very many of them. Far fewer than you would think. And they may have a dozen books to review, have a quick look through during the day, through the manuscript, through obviously the digital side of things, and up to hundreds in a day. It really depends. Depends on the time of the year, depends on a lot of factors, how many staff there are that day and so on. So they are, I'd expect, run off their feet in doing what they do. And more books are being blocked. Some of them are not even given a chance, not even an email to say, look, maybe you should do this and this isn't right. A little bit of advice. And like I say, maybe it's down to the time. Maybe it's down to you and they're not really interested in having to explain to you how to do things because they could get into a conversation which could be never ending. And especially with someone who has just started out and, however intelligent, are just clueless in self-publishing. And they're learning quickly, but they're learning as they go. And these reviewers and the system is inundated with manuscripts like that, and projects like that. So you can understand how they'll just go, push it one side. Oh, well, let's have a look at this one. Okay, now that is probably going to be a quality reader experience. And that's what Amazon is pushing the reviewers to do. Look at the books and think how the customer would view them. So it's got to be right. So they're looking through this. Well, obviously, I'm doing physical here, but it's digital, isn't it? They're looking through this. They're going, okay, yeah, that's okay. They'll look at other books that'll go, it doesn't even have an index. No page numbering. Margins are all to one side and not split between left and right pages. All kinds of things they're now looking for. So if your book doesn't meet those standards, and they don't have to be the highest of standards, they just have to be passable for a decent reader experience. It doesn't have to be a story they like. It just has to be on how it's put together, how you've built this project, built this manuscript, built this book. And I appreciate that this can be discouraging for a lot of people. It's discouraging for me. I've had books blocked. And, well, a couple of books blocked over the time, but just recently I had an ebook blocked because it was too similar. The content was too similar to the paperback and the hardcover. I mean, how does that work? I've sent an email to say, what does that mean? I've not heard anything back from that. Obviously, I elaborated a little bit more than that. Makes no sense. But you've also got, like I say, the amount of work they have to do with more and more people publishing every day. And if the staff aren't increasing enough to cope with that, then things are going to get passed. Unfortunately, things are just going to get pushed aside and at a glance. Now, when it comes to low content books, it's easier for them to do that because, well, it's a quick look, isn't it, for the start? If you haven't ticked the low content book, that it's a low content book, instantly gone. And it could just be refused, or in some cases, I've heard it instantly blocked because it's too much like something else. And that, like I say, that goes for other kinds of books too. If somebody's written a book, say a non-fiction book about a certain subject, and that is too similar to another book or another 5 books that about that same subject, and it's built in a similar way, that can get refused because it's too similar to others. So now, is this a good or bad thing? Well, it's a terrible thing for some of us, but it's also a good thing. And it's not too late. It's not too little too late. It's better late than never, looking at those two. But because the amount of books that are going up all the time, it's not slowing down. There has to be some sort of quality check on them. It can't just be, yeah, you've put it together, you've got 100 pages or 120 pages, say, for a line journal. You've got lines in it. You might even have page numbers in it. It might not be enough anymore to just do that because it could be too similar to everything else. How will you add to that? Well, I've got books with little images on each page and stuff like that. When I first started years ago on low content, with little images on each page. Now, I was lucky I started then, I suppose. But at the same time, quality. It's about quality. And there's another thing about this as well, another side to this. Images are being targeted. Books with images that Amazon or the reviewers feel, or even the system feels that it could be a copyright image. You've not got the permission to use that image, they may feel. Now, you could be a member of, say, Canva or other apps where you've got the full pro or premium account, giving you the permission to use those images. Now, you can argue that all you like. About a month ago, I sent Canva a letter, an email, to say that, what can I give to other people to show that I have the right to an image? I've had nothing back from Canva, nothing at all. And that customer service is diabolical. I couldn't believe it. I thought, a company like that would get straight back on it. Nothing. So I'll give it another go, maybe in the next couple of days, and ask again, what proof can I show to Amazon that I may have an image, a pro image that I'm allowed to use in a specific way in my book? If you're not a pro or premium account member with Canva, you can purchase an image, and you purchase the rights, you get a license for those rights for that image. But it seems that it's not so easy to do if you've actually paid for the pro account. So if you've had an image that is AI generated, state it. State what you've had done through AI. And if it's an image, say, let's just say, for instance, ChatGPT, and it says, have you had anything? Yes, I've used AI. Click that. They will accept that. Now, I've been dabbling with a little bit of AI and creating a book. It's not as easy as you'd think, because you have to edit it. You have to proofread it. You have to check the grammar. You have to go right through it with a fine-tooth comb. And on the next video, I'll show you a book that I've produced using AI. Show you the title, show you everything, because it's not up yet. I'm still playing about with this particular book, and it's quite fun. But yeah, Amazon have really cracked down. If it's got AI in it, state it, even if it's the cover or anything. In fact, ideally, if you want to use a cover, and you can get access to free AI, or you've got an AI account, set up a prompt in AI to create the cover for you, but state it in Amazon, and it should go through. You've got more chance, it seems these days, of putting an AI image, if you declare it, than you have an image from a pro or premium account that you have the rights for those images for. Now, whether that's because lots of other people are using those same images in their books, I have no idea. So they're clamping down on everything. All I can suggest, Make it the best it can be. If it's low content, state it's low content. If it's got any kind of AI involvement, state what involvement that is. And let me know how you get on in the comments. Let me know if you've been affected in the comments. That's it.